Hello everyone and welcome to another royal reading. It is the 21st of April today, which would have been the late Queen's birthday. So a lot of people thinking about her. Very beautiful photo released to honour her birthday, taken by Catherine, the Princess of Wales, with many of the Queen's grandchildren, great-grandchildren around her, of course, the ones missing being the ones in California. And they are the topic of this reading because allegedly, according to Benjamin Smallbrook, the surrogacy story that many people speculate is true. That story is about to break. This is rumour, this is gossip, of course we have to say. And he claims that the only reason Meghan Markle is now saying she wants to mend the rift with King Charles and she wants Lilibet and Archie to have a relationship with Charles, their grandfather, is because she is concerned that the story is about to break and she wants his protection. And according to the story, and it is pure rumour, pure speculation, according to the story, William and Catherine and Camilla are over it. And they want Charles to deal with Harry and Meghan once and for all. They're very concerned about the consequences for the royal family, obviously, if there is any truth to the story and if the story ever does come out. So I'm going to use the Radiant Wise Spirit Tarot. I'm very late to the tarot table today. That's the Radiant Wise Spirit Tarot. I've been visiting Tom and Tess and their dad, spending time there, and so late home, late to the tarot table. So I'm going to just dig around in the story yet again. I have read on it many times. In my readings, according to the energy that I read, that I get, the story is going to break at some stage. Meghan is going to be exposed. That's the story that I get from the cards. And while I shuffle a little bit more, I have to say, for legal reasons, that of course this is just tarot for entertainment purposes or just fun. We deal with speculation here and opinion. I read archetypal energy because we're dealing with an archetypal family. That's a pregnancy card. That's shown up. Money changing hands too, possibly. And disclaimer in the box below, please read it. Please form your own opinions about that. Ten of Cups in reverse popping out as well. Interesting cards showing up in this shuffle. I'm going to just dig around. I've got some very specific questions that I'm going to ask, and depending on what shows up in this reading, I might follow up today, but as I say, very late today. I'm a little bit tired, still a little bit fluey, but can always follow up tomorrow. I want to know certain things. I want to know how credible the source is. A lot of people say he's full of you know what, not a credible source at all. So I want to know how credible he is and whether the story is really about to break. Assuming for the purposes, for the sake of argument in this reading, that it's true. I want to know who has the information. If anyone does have the information, who would that person be and what is stopping them from actually revealing it? I want to know how William and Catherine and Camilla really feel about this situation, and I want to know if concern about this story is the reason why Meghan Markle is cozying up to King Charles, and then our outcome for this reading is going to be next 6 months. How are we going to go in the next 6 months? Is the story going to break? Are we going to start hearing things, revelations, possibly? So as I say, speculation all here, tarot reading, of course, for fun and entertainment. Disclaimer in the box below. Those are the questions. I will guide you through the cards, written down the questions, very specific questions. So it's a spread of my own devising, and I hope that the universe gives us some very nice clear answers, please. I'm always grateful for the answers I get through these cards, the energy that comes through these cards, and we are ready to go. I think the moon card came up there. Just by the way, cut the cards again. I know I had done it before, but sometimes happen that we have to do this all again. And That's the situation. That's how credible the person involved is. And whether the story's about to break, who has the story, what's stopping them from revealing it at the moment. Kate, William, Camilla, Catherine, I should say. Cozying up story and the outcome. The outcome, let's see what that looks like. Yeah, underlying energy. We have a tower. We do indeed have a tower. And I'll bring that one out too, because that's the getting away with something card. The deception card, the Seven of Swords, the up to no good card. So we'll put that away. Just wanted to show it to you. Tower is our underlying energy. It's a tower in reverse. A bombshell is the tower card. Yes, it has come out in reverse. Reversals, as I always say on this channel, have various possible ways of interpreting them, and this tarot reading is of course just pure interpretation, pure opinion. Can be the opposite energy, it can be an intensification of the energy, and it can also be a delayed arrival of the energy. This is a bombshell in my opinion, because it's in reverse. That is coming. Hasn't got here yet. We're waiting for it. We're waiting for it. Everybody on tenterhooks waiting for this bomb to go off. It is ticking. In my opinion, pure opinion here. Very, very serious card to come out as the underlying energy of this reading. It's serious for everyone. We notice in the tower card that the crown falls. The lightning bolt strikes that tower. The crown falls. The two culprits in this scenario, if there has been some form of deception, that Seven of Swords card, which I showed you, those two are Harry and Meghan, tumbling down from their lofty heights. Down they go, but the crown also goes down. This is such a good card for the scenario that we are dealing with in this reading. The concern among the royals allegedly are of the damage that the story could do to the royals themselves if and when it comes out, because they will be complicit unless they have managed to really distance themselves very, very much from this deception, alleged deception. So thank you, universe, for that card. Asked for clear answers. That is a very clear energy card, underlying energy of this whole reading. So the situation that we are dealing with, the heart of the matter, we've got the Three of Cups in reverse that say the party stops card. It's friendship, it's partying, it's celebration, having a very fine time. We have got a celebration coming up, do we not? And a lot of people have asked me over the past few months if there is some possibility that this coronation may not go ahead, or something. I haven't seen it in the cards, but I have seen a great shadow over Charles. I have seen problems going forward. I was actually going to do a reading today on precisely that, on how much his reign is going to be blighted by the Harry and Meghan story, the saga, the deception, the lies, the brickbats, all of that hurled at the royals. And lo and behold, a story has come anyway. So there is going to be a problem here. The music is going to stop. The party is over with that Three of Cups card. A falling out of friends too, just by the way. And I wonder who those friends are who might be falling out. Could it be somebody who was allegedly involved in that surrogacy story? We'll find out, hopefully, maybe not entirely in this reading, but in the course of readings that we may do on this story in future. As I say, already read on this many times. So how credible is this source of information? A lot of people, as I say he is just full of whatever. I've got the Six of Swords in reverse. Six of Swords is moving forward, taking away from difficulties, mental difficulties, because swords reveal thoughts, communications, ideas, really air sign, the realm of air signs, and pushing away from difficulty. Card telling me stuck in difficulty, not not getting out of difficulty. It's not a very clear answer for me, but I'm tending towards not that authentic a source, not that reliable a source, because of the stuckness in the mental turmoil energy that the Six of Swords represents when it's in reverse. Just the idea of being a bit bowed down, I want to say. That's a wrong expression when you're talking about oceans and seas and turbulent seas and stuff like that, but just bogged down, not necessarily having a very clear vision of where they are headed, even where they've come from. So getting a little bit of there, just a caution about the source. So double checking the source. Okay, so we've asked how credible is the source, and I'm getting not really. That's what's coming through for me, not very clearly though. So we're asking again, is the story about to break? That's another way of testing the credibility of the source. Is the story really about to break? Yeah. We've got Seven of Wands in reverse. That is somebody who is no longer able to push back, no longer able to defend themselves, somebody who's now vulnerable to attack, somebody who does not have the high ground, somebody who cannot maintain a position, somebody who's vulnerable. So yes, there is something here. There is. I'm taken back to this Six of Swords, and I'm being told that overseas, it's about overseas, the card, normally or very often means overseas travel, things like that. It could be overseas sources that are behind this story. Just have to put that there. It's a very clear message, so I have to relay it. So we move back to this card that we're currently on, the Seven of Wands in reverse. Is a story about to break? Somebody is very vulnerable now. Somebody can no longer withstand the attacks that they are under, whatever those attacks are. So we move on to who has the story. Who is the person sitting with the story now? If someone is sitting with the story, ooh, okay. Well, that is the Harry and Meghan card. It's making me nervous. It's making me really nervous, the Harry and Meghan card. It says Harry. It says the Harry and Meghan card. It's in reverse. It's also a royal family card. I just have to say it's a Leo. So we have quite a few possibilities there. We have the Harry and Meghan couple sitting with the story. Maybe for some reason one of them is going to actually come out with it. There is more book to come, allegedly. There is her book to come, allegedly. It could be royals. It could be in the royal family. There are Leos in the royal family. Princess Anne is one. I think Princess Beatrice is another. The royal family itself, royal family, can be represented by that card. There could just be a Leo out there, could be, who has the story. So quite a few possibilities. My mind keeps going back to Harry and Meghan, very bizarrely, as possibly somehow have the story sitting, waiting to go. Why would they do that? Why would they do that? Could it be Harry? What is stopping this story from coming out? Why hasn't it come out so far? We've got a Hanged Man. We've got a Hanged Man, but the Hanged Man has come out in reverse. The Hanged Man is about sacrifice, is about being hamstrung, is about being in limbo, is about gaining perspective while you're hanging there, dangling there, being stopped from doing something, being tied up in knots when it is the the right way up. It's a confusing card because the right way up is actually upside down. So normally, if I got that card the right way up, I'd say someone is hamstrung there. They can't say, their hands are tied. So they're in limbo. They're powerless somehow, but they're gaining. They're thinking about things. The card has flipped into the reverse, and that Hanged Man is now free. He's cut down from the tree. He's no longer tied up. He's now got clarity. He's got that perspective. He's got that insight. He is now able to act, and does not want to sacrifice himself anymore. I'm saying him because traditionally it's a male figure in the Hanged Man. Some more modern tarot decks call it the Hanged One. For instance, the hanged person or the hanged one. Somebody has been prevented from speaking up until now, but somebody is tied up in knots, tired of being the victim of this, of being prevented from acting, of being punished at some level. They're sick of it. It's been too difficult for them. Neptunian energy, of course, with the Hanged Man. Somebody is just fed up with being to blame for this situation, and now feels that they are free to speak because this card has flipped around in the energy. And so it tells me that in the past, they were the ones that were kind of carrying the can for the situation. And now they don't want to anymore, or they don't have to anymore. Somehow they have been freed. But there was something quite serious that stopped them from acting. And possibly even a sense of duty or a sense of sacrifice. So I'll just carry this burden because it's been cast on me and that's what I do. I'm disempowered. I'm the victim of this, but now I'm fed up with it. I don't want to be the victim of it anymore. Harry again? Somebody that is very close to the story. Very close. I'm not getting possible surrogate energy there. Not at all. Hasn't shown up for me in this reading. How do the other royals feel, the Williams and the Catherines and the Camillas, about this situation, this potential situation? The Fool, fresh start. We need to move past this, or we need to start over. We also need to maintain our innocence, because the Fool is very innocent. It's the innocent abroad. We have to say it wasn't us. We had no idea. We knew nothing about this. It was not. We were not implicated. Not on us. Nothing to do with us. A lot of things coming through here. We are innocent. We had no idea. But also, whoever was doing it, the Fool in the family, was a fool. That would be Harry. Tried to fool us, did fool us. We were fooled. You can read all of that energy into this card. It's a very powerful card. It's we need to start over. We need to claim this new ground. We need to get the message out that we were innocent. We were fooled. We had no idea. And on we go forward very powerfully. We start over with the story. We have to move into new energy. We've been hanging around now for so long with this story. I'm pausing here because I get a slight William energy here as well. I just have to say, royal family could be William. He's just, I'm over it. I don't see why I should be the one carrying this burden anymore, prevented from talking about this anymore. Given what Harry wrote in his book and how awful he was about William, called him his arch nemesis and all the rest of it, why should I carry this burden? Why should I be silenced? There is that energy in here. So Is this why Meghan is cozying up to King Charles? She's trying to ingratiate herself there again, like she did in the early days of her courtship with Harry. And, you know, she loved music and art and architecture and all the rest of it. Is she needing the protection of the king again? Is that what's going on at the moment? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Absolutely. The Sun. A bold card, a bright and dazzling card, a card with a child in it, on a white horse. Knights on white horses. I need your protection. I need your help. I need your benevolence. The warmth of your presence, the relationship there. You can have this loving relationship with these children. We can all be innocent and happy and playful again, and jolly and happy, as I said. Yeah. Yes. Needs to be basking in that glow. The protective glow, basically, is the energy that's coming out too. A very powerful cards coming. Hanged Man, Strength card, Fool, Sun. A very strong energy of protection here with the Sun card, which I don't normally get. Them, we had no idea, we were fooled. I need your protection. You are the king. You are the Sun King. Shine down on me. And that card tells me protection very sorely needed as well in this scenario. So next 6 months, are we going to hear anything? Is the story going to develop? Is it going to break out? Story that a lot of people speculate may be true. We've got Justice in reverse. It could well, with that card, you could read the Justice card in reverse as saying justice is not done, and that it's very unfair, and that it's hidden, and there could be such a thing as a some sort of restraining order, injunction, super injunction with that Justice card. But it's not the first energy that came to my mind, not the first energy that came. Justice in reverse, sitting next to the Tower in reverse, tells me more that it's delayed justice. Justice is about karma. And even though the card is in the reverse and can mean illegal dealings and legal proceedings not going your way, I think that the illegal dealings that showed up here in the Seven of Swords could well come out in that justice scenario. Could be revealed through legal proceedings, possibly lifting of some kind of injunction as well. It's a Libra time, so it might be in Libra time. If we're looking for timing, that would take us 6 months forward, almost exactly, that it might come out then. But it could come out as a result of a court case, as a result of legal proceedings, some sort of unforeseen consequence. It is karma, it is reaping what you sow. And because it's in reverse, it can be reaping something really bad. Reaping the whirlwind. Particularly because this is what's sitting under everything. This absolutely devastating shock blow that is waiting. It's waiting to explode, to erupt, to knock them down from their tower. So that is justice finally arriving. Delayed, very harsh when it comes, may involve legal proceedings, may involve a lifting of some kind of injunction. There it is. That's the preliminary energy around this thing. As I say, we've got a big something coming with that Tower in reverse as the underlying energy of this. A big something that they're all worried about. Harry, Meghan, and the royals. Party's over. Basically, it could mean that there is some blight over the coronation. It could be that soon, or it could be that they are feeling it and that they're not in a party mood, even though they've got to go through the ritual of the coronation. They're just not feeling it because they know that this is hovering somewhere. How credible is the source? Not really. It's not sailing into clear water, into clarity, because we're dealing with swords. But I did get later overseas. There is something to do with overseas here. Is the story about to break? Yes, because this person here is so vulnerable, can no longer defend themselves, whoever that person is. We're not clarifying here now. Then who is the person who has this information? Harry and Meghan have the information. Royal family have the information. Some Leo particularly could have the information, could be sitting on it. Why hasn't this come out? Hanged man, the person has had their hands tied somehow. They have been in limbo. They have not been able to act. They have at some level felt that they have had to sacrifice themselves, or they have been sacrificed, but they're fed up with that now. They don't want to do it anymore, or they have been freed from that need to sacrifice themselves. They can finally act, they can finally speak their truth, and they can see the truth now because they have gained this new perspective. How do the royals, the Williams and Catherines and Camillas feel? Fool. We want a fresh start. We want to proclaim our innocence. We want to clear our names so that we can set off on a happy new adventure. But we can also say we were fooled, and that there was a fool in the royal family, and that fool from their perspective in this, in my opinion, would be Harry. He was the fool and fooled all of us. Is Meghan trying to weasel her way back into King Charles's good graces? Yes, with that sun card. There is a child. There is the protective glow of the sun. Very powerful card. The sun card is an extremely powerful card. The king in all his might and all his splendor. Protect us, please. We are innocent. We are happy. We are family. All of that, trying to get into that energy. 2 Leo energies in here. Pisces energy here, Aries energy there, just saying Libra energy here. And the outcome is the Justice card in reverse, justice delayed, coming out possibly through legal proceedings, possibly an injunction being lifted, that kind of thing. But whatever it is, it's a very harsh energy with that Justice card in reverse. Tells me that what happens is going to be very harsh for the people who were the ones perpetrating some sort of deception, if indeed they were. And let's remind you for the manyest time that this is just speculation and opinion and interpretation and energy. Disclaimer in the box below. That is your reading. Thank you for watching. I'll see you again tomorrow.